So we're in the auto shop right now. You can see we got it painted. Basically, electrical's done in here for the most part. They're working on devicing on the low voltage. Ductwork's up and running. I shouldn't say running yet. Got our fan coils hanging. Garage doors are in. Openers are operational. Plumbing's done. Roof's done. Really, we just got to come through here, do the casework, and then go back to hopefully a short punch list and be out of here.
So one piece that we still need to complete is tying it back into the shop area on the far side there. So that's one piece that is
we got to
still
cut through that
outstanding.
wall.
Basically punching through that wall so that there's an entrance from the shop. And then it's really the school will come in and put their automotive lifts in.
I believe there's 3 that go back here, and then the 4th one sits in that stall, and that's a heavy-duty one, 4-post. Quite the elaborate HVAC system in here. You got your 4 plenums at the door that take the air from the exhaust and bring it up in and blow it out. And then you got your exhaust through the door that you can directly hook your exhaust tubes to. So we're standing where you would enter into door 1 previously. Right now you're looking up from about 2 feet higher than this floor is going to be. This whole addition is 2 feet lower than the existing school. So right now we got all the burnished block done. We're pouring the stairs Monday. Ramps formed. Joists, obviously, we're dried in now. Going to be looking at, really next thing is a little bit more roughing and then painting the joist, cleaning up the block and sealing it. Pouring this floor, it'd be 3 days from right now, Wednesday.
And John, what are you thinking about for the clear story space here? So this is the entrance on the west side.
Yeah, this is the west side entrance. You'll see it from Business 23. So you got your clear story, and we're looking at that install around the February 15th mark. We're actually starting on the field house windows, which you'll see in a little bit in the community center, and then we'll move over here probably first week of March. So right now we're standing in what will be the new cardio room. You'll see the door right here. We got to remove that existing storefront system, cut back in, do a little bit of block work, and that'll be the breezeway into the cardio room. With that being said, that window is staying. It'll get furred out, cleaned up, and then a drywall lid to return. Interesting thing about that one is it is a firewall, so there'll be a coiling door up above that in the case of fire or anything, it drops down and creates fire coming from there or vice versa.
John, is it fair to say this is probably one of the most complicated areas on the project, just from this is serving basically as kind of the thoroughfare for a lot of the MEP systems? From
a fire protection system or from standpoint, this is by far the most. We got all the electrical systems coming from across the existing school through. The rain leaders are coming through. We got electrical coming through. It's really involved with what we got to do as far as fire caulking, fire stopping, fire proofing, and the door systems we need to use to create a barrier. Right now we are in the group fitness room. Pretty simple room as far as construction goes, just a little bit of coordinating with the concrete floor in here is actually 2.5 inches recessed. It's getting a wood maple system in here. Then past that, it's painted, mirrors, wall right there, wall right here, and as far as we're concerned, this room will be done here very shortly. So right now we're standing what would be the main entrance to when this building is up and operational. Business 23 would be right out the west side right there. As you can see, we got windows that will be going in all the way around. We're about a month and a half from installing those. And past that, you'll have a storefront system right here, curtain wall system, and then curtain wall into that area as well, which will be the new community office area.
This, I think, is going to be a very cool space when it's all said and done with the clear story up above, a lot of natural light coming in. It's going to be a great entrance for people coming into the building. With that, there's been some challenges as far as running electrical conduit, getting piping through without without having them be very noticeable. And I think we've got most of that addressed, and have been able to figure ways around to get stuff hidden behind columns, behind channels, so that the public coming in doesn't necessarily see that.
So right now we're standing in what would be the office spaces for the community center. I believe there's 4 offices total in here. This will all be steel stud and drywall. Over there will be the back wall to the bathroom chase. Obviously you won't be able to see it. That'll be a 6-inch CMU wall. And this all gets, I believe, acoustical ceiling in here. So right now we're standing in what I would consider the breezeway into the community center. So right there is north. You basically will come in the front entryway, walk right into the community center. There will be 2 doors right there. This is all polished concrete, exposed ceiling. There's a cloud system in here, we call it, where we'll have different elevations of acoustical ceiling kind of drop down intermittently. But past that, you're kind of seeing close to the finished product, other than concrete, of course.
And just to orientate yourself, so off to the right here we've got the multi-purpose room, and then off to the left we've got restrooms and
restrooms and group restrooms as well. Now I'm standing in what will be a new storefront system coming in with a vestibule. Then right here you'll see the ticket booth. It'll be kind of a creative front to it. It's all custom casework coming out. Also orientated with the burnished block that'll come through as well. All right, so here we are in the multi-purpose / wrestling room. This is a little bit interesting, just being that the slab is actually recessed. I believe it's 4 3/4 of an inch. Due to the mat system, it'll be a plastic puck system with 3/4 inch plywood on top, and then with your 1.5 to 2 inch mat system. So by the time you're said and done, you're actually back up flush with the concrete. Past that, we got to paint this room. It all gets wall padding all the way around. We got one more wall to fill in. These 2 walls were just laid yesterday and today. Past that, ductwork's moving right along. We're gonna start roughing in lights here next week, and then be off to the races. All right, I think this is probably one of the most exciting portions of this project, and especially when I'm out throughout the community, people are talking about it a lot. This would be what we call the community center. 205 by 150 metal building. Last time we did a video, we were still erecting. Now we are very close to completion in here. We just got done painting the bulk of it here yesterday. And then what is to come is we got to do liner panel the first 8 feet all the way around. Lights are hung, they're not burning yet. And then all of the HVAC is hung. Now they just need to cut in registers. There's some interesting components to this building. You got your D-strap fans up top that are going to blow all the warm air back down. Got to do something like that with the facility this big. You got your 8 windows, sorry, across the north side. Those again will be installed the week of the 15th of February, I believe. Then this gets a sports floor on the whole thing, 24 basketball hoops, something I believe 12 curtains. Moving right along in here as well. So right now we're standing in what will be framed out and drywalled, but that is a mechanical mezzanine. All of the equipment for this whole building is housed out of there. We left that 8-foot by 16-foot hole open. That's actually, we brought all the equipment in here, staged it, forklifted it up, and then set it by hand up there. In the coming days, that's going to get framed in, drywalled, and finished. With that being said, it's a 6-inch slab up there, and there's a ship ladder that'll get you up there for maintenance and whatnot. So here we are on the east side of the community center. I believe there is a Bulldog logo going right in the peak right there. Bottom 3 feet, I know a lot of the community members were quite curious what that green was. You'll see what it is now. It's not that ugly green that it was for quite some time. But all the stone is on now, it's complete. We got 2 corner pieces, I'm just waiting on them to arrive. Other than that, the exterior of this building is for the most part complete. Final grading, sidewalks, and gutter tie-ins is all that's left on that.
And the stone, talk a little bit about the I'm putting air quotes around stone.
Yeah, so it's a plastic product, more so a polyurethane, I suppose. It's glued on and screwed on. It's quite easy to work with, and it actually looks very nice. I was skeptical, to be admitted, right away, but once we started installing it and taking a step back and looking at it, it looks very nice.
Yeah, you would not know unless you look at it very closely and know what you're looking at. You'd never know that that's not real stone, in my opinion.
Yep, I agree.
But it is. It's lightweight. It's fairly easy to work with. Durable.
Yep. Right now we're in the green space on the east side of the building. It'll bring you right in through a storefront system into the ticket booth. Up above you got the mezzanine. Right now it's just waterproof. They are working on insulating it, furring it out, and then it's a metal panel system that'll go on it. It's brown in color. So we're looking for that to be done in the next couple weeks or so. $25.